guys and welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and today we are driving the Kia Sonet. Now this version that we are driving particularly, I have already reviewed the car and a full review video is running on our channel. So if you're interested in watching that video, the link is in the description and you can go and do that. But today's video is particularly about this gearbox that this car has. So this has an IMT gearbox, which is basically an intelligent manual transmission. It has a 6-speed gearbox. That's a manual gearbox, but it does not have a clutch. So in today's video, we are going to talk about this gearbox in particular, and we have a few questions that we are going to answer about this gearbox that we have got in our comments through the previous video. So let's quickly begin this video and I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the Kia Sonet IMT. So now as you can see, we have the IMT gearbox. Now this is a 6-speed manual gearbox, as you can all see, but there is no clutch. We have an accelerator, then we have a brake, and the third pedal is missing. So this is basically a IMT gearbox. This gearbox has a sensor inside, so the moment you move this or this has some movement, it will detect that you are going to shift the gearbox. If you are on the gas as well, so the car will go into neutral and obviously nothing will happen, you will not stall. So let's start with question number 1. So someone had asked us that what if like when you have to put a car into gear, you have to press the clutch, but this, do you have to press the brake or maybe keep the foot away when you're shifting to first gear? So let's quickly do that. Now my foot is away from the brake and we'll put the handbrake down. We're on an empty stretch and see what happens when I put it into first. You can see that the car starts crawling, and if I do neutral, it will obviously, let us quickly brake it. Yep. If I put into second gear, car starts crawling again. And once again, we'll put it back into neutral. Let us go reverse. Let's see what happens in reverse. Again, my foot is off. Here you go. There you go. The car starts going behind. So basically, there is no problem of stalling if you don't press the brake also in this. And now let us start driving and tell you a couple of questions that we had over there. So let's buckle up. And this car has a 1-liter turbo petrol engine. Got some decent power figures, about 120 bhp. And here you go, first gear. So a couple of questions that we had got is that what happens if you don't kind of put your leg off the accelerator while you are shifting gears? Will that give a jerk? Will that do anything? Here you go, we are at around 3000 rpm and I'll be shifting in without lifting the accelerator, and there you go, it's gone to second. If I, there you go. So nothing is basically happening. What is happening is that this gearbox is detecting when you move it, it's detecting that you're going to shift, and it is automatically putting the car into like a sort of a neutral mode where you exactly like how you press the clutch. So now our question was, what if we redline the car and we shift the gear like immediately without lifting our foot off the accelerator, or like without doing anything, just keep the accelerator float completely and just quickly shift the gear. So we'll be doing that. Let us just quickly see that the road is empty. There's one more car going. Let that go. And right now it's off because we have automatic start stop. You can put it off from here as well. So the moment I lift my foot off the brake, there you go, the car started. And now let us put it on first gear without even, here you go, pressing the brake. The car starts creeping ahead, and now let us quickly redline it and shift without lifting our foot. So you can see my foot will be completely, you can see that's the red line, and here we go. There you go, second gear, third gear. Nothing, no jerks. Fourth gear at a higher RPM, almost redlining. And brakes are really good. You can downshift also easily. and if you downshift, obviously if I put on first, there you go, so the car slows down automatically, so that is again a good thing. Now let us quickly take a U-turn and let me tell you what exactly does this IMT gearbox do, and like who should be interested in buying an IMT gearbox. Because the thing is that people who are driving around and for long distances in heavy traffic roads, and they still want this engagement of this gearbox, and they also don't want the hassle of a clutch, basically kind of a semi-automatic, is those people can actually look into this Sonet IMT, and Kia is the only manufacturer that is having this IMT gearbox. You will have to get actually used to it. Some people who have not driven an automatic car before and have only driven manual car, it will be difficult for them, because every time they'll shift, their foot will go over here thinking that we have to press the clutch. But that's not the case. It's a good gearbox, and actually it is a pretty nice short shifting gearbox as well. It feels sporty, and you can actually redline and hold the throttle. So there you go. So now there was this last question, is that so when you have upshifted and you are on the gas, and what if you want to downshift without letting the gas out? So here you go, we are at around 3000 rpm and we are in third gear. Let us put it into second. There you go, it holds the rpm up to 5.5, and let us shift. There you go, 5000, shift. Now shift back. Here you go, third, just pressing the brake, releasing the brake and shifting to second, almost redlining. So yes, that was the IMT gearbox, and it's a pretty interesting gearbox. You can do a lot of things with this. If you want to go a little fast, it will do that. If you want to be a little sporty and do some aggressive shifting, it'll do that as well. There is not a single point where you will feel that this gearbox is jerky, or this gearbox is basically like hindering with the shifts and sticking in between. No, not at all. So yeah, this was the all new Sonet IMT, and pretty good gearbox, I would say. Since it's a manual, you'll get good mileage as well. So right now we are getting around 13 and a half, which is not bad. I've been doing all of this in between redlining and all of that, and after that also I'm getting some decent amount of mileage. So if you want to see the full review, it is already running on our channel, but this was completely about this gearbox, the IMT, which is the intelligent manual transmission. So I hope you like this video. If you liked it, do give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. I'm Promit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.